Hello everybody, this is Gary. It's 4:13 p.m. It's September 14th, 2022, Eastern Standard Time in Rochester, New York in the United States, and this is my Coping with Schizophrenia blog entry for today. Today I'm doing pretty good. My auditory hallucinations are pretty much at a bare minimum. My anxiety levels are kind of high. My depression is not too bad. My paranoia and delusions are pretty strong today. I went out twice today, once for a walk doing my physical therapy exercises and also to go food shopping. And I got the impression that I was being filmed and watched and followed by people. I have no proof of that, of course. It's probably just my paranoia kicking in. It does kick in from time to time, especially since my psychiatrist cut my Zyprexa in half from 20 milligrams a day to 10 milligrams a day. We did that because I was having urinary retention and I had to go to the emergency room, have a urinary catheter placed. But since we cut the Zyprexa in half, my paranoia and anxiety levels have gone up somewhat. So I'm feeling mentally afraid, uncomfortable, scared. I'm seeing my peer support specialist tomorrow. I am seeing my psychiatrist next week on the 23rd, and I'm seeing my primary care practitioner on the 28th of September. Just doing the best I can to get through each day, sticking to my daily schedule. I did some work on my computer today. I do consumer surveys for extra money. I use ClearVoice, surveys.com, surveyjunkie.com, acuteninsights.com, and a couple of other survey companies to do surveys. It doesn't pay a lot of money, but it pays a little bit extra spending money each month, and it keeps me busy. I spent about, $40-$50 on food today, which isn't too bad considering how bad inflation is. It depends on what store you go to anywhere in the world, really, but it's also true in Rochester, New York. The corner stores are much more expensive than the supermarkets. And if you shop locally in the neighborhood that I'm in, prices are higher because the stores are smaller. They're not really supermarkets, they're just corner grocery stores that sell some limited groceries and cigarettes and beer and that kind of thing. So I tend to spend a lot of money on food because of inflation. If I travel further out of downtown where the supermarket is that's closest to me, food is less expensive, but it is a longer bus ride to get out there. So I'm just trying to balance my budget like everybody else. Things are tough for everybody. Gas prices are high, inflation is high, food prices and energy prices are high, rents are going up, people are losing their homes, their apartments are getting evicted. It's really hard to watch the news. It doesn't help anyone's mental health to have to go through any of this. I'm certainly not the only one going through it. I'm lucky in the sense that I don't have any children. I've never had children. I don't have a wife. The only person I'm taking care of is myself. So I'm not worried about are my children going to eat or not, because I don't have any children. And I don't have a wife, so I don't have to worry about feeding a wife either. Having a mental illness makes it difficult to maintain a steady, normal, calm relationship with somebody in the romantic sense, whether it's a girlfriend, a wife, a boyfriend, whatever it might be. So I'm not dating right now. I haven't dated for a very long time. It's hard to date people when you have a mental illness. My paranoia kicks in. My auditory hallucinations make things more complicated. My depression, my anxiety makes things more complicated. I am grateful that insomnia hasn't been a problem for several months. I mean, I have occasional insomnia, but not night after night like I used to have. So that's not so bad. I'm still taking all the same medications I was before, except for cutting the Zyprexa in half. I'm seeing my psychiatrist on the 23rd, and I'm going to ask him for an increase in my Klonopin to help me deal with my anxiety, my higher anxiety levels. From what I understand, there's quite a few people in the United States that are on benzodiazepine medications, which is not surprising considering what the United States is going through. But I consider myself lucky. I have a place to live. I have enough money to pay my bills and buy food. And I'm just surviving day to day like everybody else.